Good morning, students. Welcome to our computer class, and in this class, we are going to see HTML fundamentals. What is this HTML stands for? This HTML stands for Hypertext Markup Language. What is this HTML? See, uh, this HTML is a language used for designing web pages. First of all, what is this web page? We all know the definition of website, right? Website is a collection of different web pages. That means anything you open in internet, that is a web page. Okay, and that all those web pages are designed by using this HTML language. Fine. What do we do here? In this HTML, we link the text, graphics, and other information like different links you can say, or different pictures. All those things, they are linked together and they work together, right? So see, when you open a web page, you can see some text, and you can see images also. You can see graphics like they are moving, or you can see some links. When you click that link, uh, some other web page is opened in front of you, right? So all these are done in this HTML language only. It is a tag based language. That means in this HTML we have different tags like this opening and closing angular brackets, and here this is closing tag, which includes a slash here. Okay, so we have only these tags in this HTML. Then I told you, no, HTML stands for Hypertext Markup Language, right? What is this hypertext? See, in web pages, when we browse through different websites, we can see some links, right? So when we click upon that link, some other web page is opened. So that link name will be a text. So that text which acts as a link, the text is called hypertext. Then markup language. Markup language means these tags are called markup tags, and a set of markup tags describing web pages. They are, that is markup language. Okay. Now, basic structure of HTML document. See, this is the basic structure of HTML document. The very first tag of a HTML document is HTML. See, this is in blue color, and its closing tag is also in blue color. Okay, opening and closing tags are compulsory for us. We have to write. Then, in after this HTML tag, we use head tag, which describes the heading, which tells us the heading of the particular page. So this is opening and closing head tag, and inside this head tag we have title tag, the title of the web page what we want to give. We have to write in between these two opening and closing title tags. Then body, whatever we want to display in our web page, that one we have to put in between these opening and closing body tags. Okay, fine. Now how to save and run this HTML document? It is very simple, students. First of all, we write our HTML program in Notepad editor, and then we have to save that Notepad file with extension .html. Remember, students, when we give this extension, for example, we want to give the name one, ONU1, 1.html we have to write. Okay, So when we give this extension HTML, that means we are saving that particular file as HTML document. Okay. So when we give this, then automatically one web page is created. Okay. We are giving the name one, right? ONU1, right? So with that name only, that means one name only, web page is created. So we just have to open that particular web page. This is how we have to make a HTML document. Fine. Now we'll see different types of tags. uh, we have so many tags in HTML, and all those tags come under two categories, two types. One is container tags and the other one is empty tags. What is this container tags? It is a set of opening and ending tags encloses some area with the content inserted between them. That means, see, when I showed you this basic structure of HTML document, we wrote all head tags and title tags, body tags, all those are in between these HTML tags, no? So we are having some space, some area in which we can insert the content, what all we want to do in that page. See, in basic structure of HTML document, we saw, no? See here. See here. In between these body tags, we have some space here. If you want to put table, you can use table tags and put. If you want to have some links, you can give. Or if you want to have some uh, images, want to show some images, you can give. Okay. So all those things we can put in between this opening and body tags. See, title of the web page, where we are giving in between this opening title tag and closing title tag, right? So such tags are called container tags. Okay. Then empty tags, they only have a start tag and they don't have any content. That means we don't have closing tag here. That means no ending tag here. We have only start tag. You can see here the example I gave is break. BR. This stands for break. So suppose you are writing some points in your web page. Fine. And you want to give a line break in between them. Fine. Then you don't need to go to next line every time. You can simply write a paragraph, and wherever you want your text to come into next line, there you can simply put this BR tag. Suppose, see here, it is a set of opening and starting tags, opening and ending tags, sorry. And here I want to come to next line, encloses some area. This one I want to come to next line. So here we put one BR tag, like that. So we don't have any closing tag for these empty tags, and we don't put any content also after this. We cannot put any content in between these empty tags. They are just one tag which describes something. BR means break. Fine. Now we'll see tag versus attribute. See here. What is this tag and what is this attribute? Tag describes what to do with the enclosed information. See, I have taken the example table tags here. We have this opening table tag and closing table tag. and we write something in between them, no? These are container tags, right? So we have to write something in between them. Enclosed information means whatever is there in between this opening and closing tags. So what to do with that enclosed information? This tag describes. That means when we say this table, whatever is there in between this opening and closing tags, that is displayed in a table. Okay. Then attributes. Attributes describe how the information is to be displayed. Fine. Using this table tag, we told that we are going to have a table, and this attribute describes how the table is going to be. How, that means border is 3 points. If you give 10, then the border will be thick, okay, wide, and we are giving 3 here. So this is the attribute of table tag, and this is the value of that particular attribute. Fine. And tag contains elements as well as attributes. So we have, see this, we have, this is element table and attribute is border. So we have both the elements and attributes, and sometimes there can be no attributes also, that is not a problem. And attribute is a part of opening tag. Remember students, we have to put all the attributes, whatever we want to describe, all those things in the opening tag only. We cannot put them in closing tag. Okay. And we have two types of tags. We have already discussed about this. One is container tag and the other one is empty tag. And each tag has its own set of attributes. That means different tags have different attributes. Simple. Then example, these are container tags and this is empty tag, and this border is the attribute of table tag. So these are the main and basic concepts of a HTML document. Okay. So yeah, I hope you understand, and I wish all of you all the best for your exams.